Okay, on Tuesday, we talked to you about beginning with the end in mind. We talked about our goals, right? And how you have to have a goal. It's a great thing to have a goal, and I hope you have a goal. If you don't, go back and watch our last video, and you need to have a goal, because if you don't have a goal, you'll never get to where you want to be. If you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. So it's real important that you have a goal, but see, you also need to have a plan. And to some of us, you're thinking, well, what's the difference between a goal and a plan? I'm going to tell you the difference between a goal and a plan today. A plan is actually how you're going to reach that goal. It's the steps that you're going to take to reach your goals. We talked on Tuesday about a family going on vacation, right? And I said, picture the kids asking the parents, Mom and Dad, where are we going? They've gotten in the car. The kids say, where are we going? And the parents say, well, we don't know. We talked about how absurd that would be to set out on vacation and not even know where you're going, not even have a goal of where you're going to go. But think about that family again, and as they get in the car, okay, they know where they're going. They're going to Disney World. Okay, Mom, Dad, how are we going to get there? And they don't know. That would be pretty crazy too, right? When you go on vacation, of course, we've got GPS now. Back in the day, you had to get a map. You had to look up directions to see how you were going to get from point A to point B. But today even, you've got to get an address. You get an address of that hotel and you put it in to your phone or your car's GPS, because you've got to have a plan on how you're going to get to the goal, how you're going to get from point A to point B. So that's what we're talking about today. I need you to have a plan. All right, if you have a plan when you're going to the beach, then how are you going to quit drinking, for instance? How are you going to give up alcohol when it's controlled your life for the last several years and you don't even have a plan for that? How are you going to lose weight when you've been heavy for the last several years and you need to lose weight and you've tried 15 times and you've failed? And how are you going to go into that without a plan? But that's what we do, right? So many of us, we set a goal, but we give no thought to the plan. You've got to make a plan. You've got to set a schedule. You've got to know on Monday, I'm doing this. I'm going to do chest and triceps on Monday. I'm going to work back and biceps on Tuesday. I'm going to work legs on Wednesday. I'm going to eat X amount of calories a day. I'm going to have this many carbs a day. You need to have a detailed plan. I'm not here to sell you a certain diet program or exercise program. That's up to you to decide what you're going to do. But you need to have a plan. It needs to be detailed, and there needs to be steps that are going to take you each step one step closer to your ultimate goals. So make a plan. Step one is just that. Make a plan. Step two, step three, step four, until you've got it mapped out from point A, where you're at today, to point B, where you want to be at the end. A bad plan even is better than no plan at all, but you have to have a plan. We've got these things at work that we have to do. I do construction work for a living. I run construction jobs. And recently, we've had to start doing what they call JSAs. If you're in the construction industry, you might know what that means. That's a job safety analysis. And we have to do those every morning before we begin our work. And when these were first introduced, all of my foremen were upset. They're ready. It's morning time, it's work time, we're ready to get started, and we've got to stop and do this stupid meeting where we do our job safety analysis. And they hated it. But you know what we found after a few months of doing it? We actually got more production than we did before we had to stop and have these meetings in the morning. Why? Because we have a plan now. It forced us to plan our work each and every day. So if you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're going, and you'll never get there. But just having a goal isn't enough. I need you to have a plan as well. I need you to have a plan of how you're going to reach that goal. And like we told you on Tuesday, I want you to write your plan down. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, however many it takes to get from point A to point B. Keep it in the notes on your phone maybe, where it's always there and you can look at it and be reminded of it. Maybe, depending on your goals, maybe you need to go to the calendar app on your phone and just set a schedule for every day of the week that you stick to. Whatever it is, I don't want to make your plan for you, but you make a plan, write it down, hang it up somewhere where you can see it, and you're going to stick to it. If you need help with your plan, like I said, a bad plan's better than no plan at all. But if you want some help with your plan, if you're not real sure about it, inbox me on our Facebook page, reach out to me. I'll be glad to take a look at your plan and tell you what I think about it. But whatever you do, you got to have a goal, then you've got to have a plan. Thank you guys for joining us, and I look forward to seeing the chains fall in your lives.